Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Guerrilla Gaming TV, your one-stop shop for all things Clash. And today we're going to look at Zach Lalo in Legends League. Okay, guys, I'm just going to pause that here. So this is a particularly common Legends League base. It's also common in CWR and stuff like that. So it's well worth paying attention to see how I take this base down with Zach Lalo. It's not the prettiest attack, but I'm still in very early stages of this. Basically, Zach Lalo. Zach is the lightning spells equate to take the rest out. So the idea is you have 7 lightning spells and 1 quake spell. You can take out pretty much any building on the map apart from town hall storages. You can take out the Archer Queen, take out the CC. You can take out the Eagle Artillery, Scatter Shots, Inferno Towers. The list is endless, should I say. And if you look at this base here, there is some tremendous value in the core. We've got Eagle Artillery, CC, Scatter Shot, and a Sweeper. So you look at all of those things, you can take all those things down straight away, do a Sui on the enemy heroes, the air targets, and then what's left really for the base? We've got 1 Scatter Shot, we've got the Town Hall, and then we've got Wizard Towers, which obviously are loads of loans, but realistically, we should be able to overpower this base, even me, a complete LavaLoon. So let's jump in and see how I take this down. So, you can see I had plenty of time on the map, you know, sort of 20 odd seconds before to go down. Zaps go down, Quake goes down, and I've managed to take out so much of that base there. CC, Eagle Artillery, Sweepers, Scatter Shots, blue. So I then bring an Ice God on the Queen with a Headhunter to take out the Queen, and from the other side I'm going to take the Barbarian or Champion to take out the World Champion. I'm just waiting before I deploy the King to make sure the World Champion does actually hop over the wall so the King can do a lot more damage. And if I can nick a single target and throw out of this, then that's brilliant, but as I say, it's not really good. Multi-target might be more. So look at the remaining spells we've got left. We've got 3 haste and 2 freeze. So basically going to use the freeze for splash targets, air defences, or air things like Scatter Shots, Wizard Towers, and also that Town Hall if I don't need it earlier. So I'm now going to Lalo from 12 o'clock and down clockwise around the base. So the idea is you want to keep all of them relatively close together and then swoop around the best you can. I've got a Stone Slammer with a Dragon and 5 rooms in there. If I'd had maybe some Steep Goblins in there, I might have linked the Town Hall for say 2-star, but most of 3-star strategies have the risk of a 1-star in them. So let's see how I go around. I've saved a few balloons for the back end. Not as many as I probably would have liked at the start of the play. As you can see, I've paced things through. The Stone Slammer now pops, working out nicely. Whilst some of the balloons have gone off to take out that Grand Warden flinch there. The rest of all together is all looking pretty tidy. A couple of balloons just to distract the main pack. I'll drop a haste, it's probably a bit preemptive and everything like that, the water didn't go down. The Town Hall is activated on those balloons. Grand Warden turn time, haste brings them through, and they just about miss the Giga Blast. Now, if that Eternal Tone was a second earlier, all those balloons would have gone down and we'd have finished at 70%. So, this is all looking pretty tidy. Let's say balloons are going to go off to, they're going to get attacked by that Wizard Tower, so we're going to lose quite a few. But say the Grand Wardens there are going to be protected by the balloons, and probably some minions as well once they all work through from those Archer Towers and see the target further. But this is we're gonna nick through this one with a 3-star, which is quite good really, because Lalo, I'm useless, absolutely useless here. I'd say plenty of minions, a couple of balloons, and it's all done. History. Okay, so next base, guys, and everyone loves a ring base, not me, that's for sure. So we've got to decide now what we're going to do. There's not a huge amount of value down at CC, but really I found with poison, so if we had a ton of things come out that could attack balloons and stuff like that, it's game over. So just have to bite the bullet and take as much as you can around that CC, knowing that we've got air targeting crossbow, we've got Eagle Artillery, we've got Queen, everything like that, so we've just got to decide what's best to get our CC down. So the idea is I zap that CC there, and then I'm going to slew my heroes in at 3 o'clock, have to take out the enemy Archer Queen, have to get 2 multi-target Infernos, and just see how far they get. All 3 heroes go in and see what happens. Most of the time when you're doing a Lalo attack, it is literally, and sometimes you might have to rearrange on the fly, maybe a really good plan for something. The idea is that if you try and get as much as you can with the series, if you don't get it, you just got to do a back and take back and fly. So Zap Quake goes down, takes out that CC, and going to work out the best way to seal my hero. So Iceland goes down, we've got a really behind just to help half those heroes in. Super Wall Break, Iceland is going to do a bit of tanking, and then King and Queen go in. So they should all pass in nicely, take out that into storage, and hopefully the Queen will go in well. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Queen doing her thing. King's going to take out the enemy Queen, and hopefully that World Champion as well. Queen now swoops back in, so hopefully she's going to take out that multi-target there. You can see what has been created. There has been a nice little path into the core. So this is quite good actually. That Zap Quake, even though it didn't get too much value, what it did get was really good pathing into the core base. Queen's going to die out to that King. Headhunter's going to help, but it's not going to be quite. Well, no, actually, I haven't said that. Headhunter's done very well then. And then she's going to work around. So I'm just going to pause it here. So you can see I've started drawing my Lalo from that as well. So you can see how I've done it. I've worked it out that it's going to be done in like a diamond shape, a triangle shape. So everything, all the balloons pass into the core. What I don't want to do is I don't want balloons to go sort of scoot off if there's tested or something like that. They sort of scoot off around the base, because that ends up on 1 star and no one wants to see that. So nice circular deployment, but trying to make sure that they're all going to pass into the town hall. The problem with this base is multi-target Inferno scatter shots. All of them are up, bar 1 Inferno tower, and that is not good news for the balloon. We're going directly straight into a sweeper, which is not what we like. Lava Hound's working down the side of the base, gets taken out. Pulls the tornado trap, which is lovely, but as I say, that scatter shot is not good. But then the enemy World Champion on the backside and take out that scatter shot tank for it. Grandwall Eternal Tome, trying to protect as many balloons as possible. Unfortunately, the Gigablast are going to take out the remaining ones, but as I say, Stone Slammer is now about to pop, and fresh balloons and the Dragon come out. Balloons to the backside with a haste. We've got a lot of splash damage, but as you can see, this is overpowered, guys. It wasn't even my best Sui, but as you can say, look at that. Look how many balloons are left. This is unbelievable. As I say, if you get it right, Sui Lalo is fantastic, but everyone shies away from it because it is a 1-star strategy as well as a 3-star. And normally people that try and save a 2-star will never make a 2-star in that Lalo. So, really happy with this attack. Let's move on to the next one and see how well I can do. So I actually hit this base in CWL a couple of seasons ago. So I've just tried to take pretty much a similar sort of plan really to take out this base with Lalo. So again, there's pretty good value when it comes to this attack. We're going to just try and see if we can take out the enemy Archer Queen as well as the scatter shot, and we do that perfectly. So you see I could land it on top of the head. I didn't quite get the scatter shot over the core placement, but as I say, didn't want to activate the attack too early. So when I done this attack for my hybrid attack in CWL, I basically tried to go in and take out the artillery, which cuts a real section out of that base, and then from there I tried to hybrid around as best I could. Obviously don't have healers or anything like that, so there's no queen charge involved, but I think a similar sort of plan. We try and take out that RC, that the multi-target Inferno, and work our way through. King's now beating the board and take out the RC, and hopefully going to try and get that multi-target Inferno. If the Barbarians push through, which they do, it means the Queen can then take out the Eagle. So this is again another, for 2 heroes, this is a super attack, super Sui, should I say. Plenty of value here. And then it's a case now, what have we got left? So once that fuse goes down, I'm just going to pause that there. So what have I got left now? We've taken out a huge chunk of the base, which means now I've just got to work around the outside. And I'm probably going to go anti-clockwise, so we avoid one of those sweepers over doors, and then try and take out the remainder of the base as we go around. So we're just going to finish up with that wizard tower, and then down goes the first lava hound, second lava hound, and then just dropping balloons sporadically. Still not the most technical deployment, but then the stone's going to come down to protect some of those things as well. The scatter shot is taking out that stone tower, so if you need the value we wanted, you can see now all the balloons are really going to push into the core of the base, and we've got that Royal Champion on the back side to try and clean up that top side, keep the balloons in. Freezing the scatter shot that missed the town hall, popped Ramborn's ability because of that, and we just about get it down, and that haste protects those balloons as well. Freeze for the scatter shot. Once those balloons take out a sweeper, this is looking flush. And again, just to stand a load of balloons in that top side, we've got a load of we've got that air defense to take down. That gets taken down. Hopefully, nothing gets stuck on that king for too long. And down it goes. So Archer can take the cleanup, and Wizard Tower is going to be the MVP. No, it's not. It goes down, and we've got plenty of balloons left, guys. So another really strong attack here on a common base. And I say, if I can do this in League, then anybody can do it. And as I say, I think bases now really have to be anti-Zap now, because with all the Zap qualities, we've got Zap Lalo, we've got Zap Hybrid, Zap Mass Hogs, Zap Miners. You know, you can't give away too much value doing Zap anymore when you're building bases. So there we go. There's 7 seconds left on the map, and we all go down and clean another triple. So these are actually 3 triples on the trot, which I don't do anyway, let alone try to do a big move in the strategy. So let's move on. Okay guys, so this is all a variation of that Itsu base that we saw and loved so much at the start of Legends League and the new update and everything like that. And as I say, it's great, but unfortunately, I'll just pause it here. You can see what the Zap has done there. Scatter shot, enemy queen, CC, all down. Really, really easy. So what do I do next? We've got one more air target here. If we can get that Royal Champion down, then again, we're in pretty good shape. Just got to worry about scatter shot and town hall then, really. So let's see what happens there. I decide to drop the ice column down at 4 o'clock and do a little bit of fun with some wizards to try and basically keep my team working in. I like having a delayed Royal Champion because it means it helps on the backside of the base. I mean, obviously, if it looks like you can get amazing value out of it, use it with the main Series Hero pack. But sometimes just keeping balloons inside the base, helping that is well worth having. So King and Queen go down now. King's doing a lot of the tanking now, the ice bomb has gone down. And hopefully, with a King's ability, that Queen is going to work up towards that Royal Champion. We've got a Wizard Tower, that's always decent value. Take out an air targeting Expo as well. Skellies are just going to slow that Queen up, but again, we've got ability. We'll just hold fire for now. Nothing else is attacking her, so you go in. She's going to engage that Royal Champion, pop an ability, and then the Royal Champion can go down. Drop the bounty down a little bit late, but at least it means that you guarantee them getting down. And now we Lalo in anti-clockwise from 3 o'clock up and down the base. All those air defences are up there, so we just need to make sure they go down, and then drop some balloons in the round as well. So Stone Slammer still working out, now acting as the main tanking point with both lava hands down. So you've got 8 balloons to drop. And decided to go back on myself with the drop. Rather than work my way around, I wanted to make sure that these balloons are going to sort of head in and around towards those sweepers and town hall and stuff like that. So pop the Grand Gordon Tunnel Tome right at the perfect moment with a haste, and we just about get it down. And we do lose all the balloons, but luckily, because I delayed those 8 drops, they're all working through the centre of the base now. Freeze on that Expo, and as I say, we've still got plenty of balloons to play with, guys. Nothing really is going to do any damage now. Royal Champion's still in there. ability's already popped. She's going to go down. But as I say, look at the balloons left. So from that first attack where I just managed to scrape a 3-star, I'm now finishing with umpteen balloons left. So as I say, this strategy is seriously OP. And as I say, minions for clear up. As I say, it's not the most exciting clear up Lalo, to be honest, but it's exciting when you're doing it because you don't know, you can't do anything. You can't do any more now. So as I say, it's a really strong attack. And I've got low battery, just in case anyone is interested to find out. Let's just move that on. And there you go, I did in fact get 3-star. So, right guys, thank you ever so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell. It's that Lalo taking out CCs and all important buildings, and then Laloing like a noob for 4 triples. It's more than a game.